Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Polar Bear's Pop Culture Shop. It is episode 37. Been informed again. Keep messing those up. Before we get going, though, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you can be up to date with whatever it is that we do.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's get it going. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, but before the weekend, another thing, make sure you comment on it. We were just talking about it off camera. We did get a comment about War of the Worlds. Somebody said it was surprisingly enjoyable. So
we made a fan out of that movie. So
I know, I'm like, shoot, we've been talking about it because now we're having people watch
check
it
from Amazon Prime.
We'll get our residuals.
Jeff, if you're listening, it's honest work.
Yeah, but back to the weekend. Weekend was fine. We're dog days this summer right now is what I call them. Kind of kids are back in school. Kind of still hot out, so people are kind of just over it. So shop's been okay. We've been trying, we get by like we always do. So not super busy, not a lot of trading going on. But that's pretty much me. Like I didn't really do anything, go out and see anything. But I know you did something on
last
Thursday.
It wasn't on the weekend. It was on Thursday last week. The people at Sin Asylum, they put a screening together of Witchboard, which is a remake of the original Witchboard, which I haven't seen, but I hear it's a pretty good pop culture or a staple of horror.
Yeah, they made sequel? Well, I think I've seen about it, but I don't think I've ever actually watched it because I think they made sequels to it, right?
It has, there's 2 sequels
like
that I know
video
of.
Stuff, I think.
And it has your girl from The New Blood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's in there. Well, the original, not the remake.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But there's a remake that came out. Kind of limited release, but they threw out a screening for it, and they brought out the director Chuck Russell, who you might know from, Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, the best one.
Yeah, it is.
And the remake of The Blob.
That's actually good. That's an underrated remake.
Yeah, that's a really good remake. And he also did Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I enjoy.
Yeah, that's actually fun.
And The Mask.
The Mask was fun at the time. Yeah,
he's done more, but those are the big 4 that I can think of right now. But this was his return to horror films. He hadn't done one in a while, so it was kind of hyped,
Yeah.
And I liked the movie. It was fun. It's enjoyable. It feels like a 90s movie wrapped up in like 2025 aesthetics, cinematography.
Okay. That's what I was going to say. Is it kind of his same style as some of his other movies, would you say? Like
pretty much. I don't think he's lost his... what would you say, like attitude towards how he approaches horror movies. And they did a Q&A, and the way he talks about approaching supernatural and he said that he thinks a lot about dreams a lot, which makes sense, when he did Dream Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
So he doesn't really like to... So if you're somebody who likes to pick apart movies by logic, do not watch his films, I guess, because he talks about how he's more about the rubber band logic where he can stretch things as long as they make sense within the world of the movie. And I like that,
Sometimes, do it if it's fun. Not everything has to make sense. Yeah. Again, it is a movie. You can stretch your imagination somewhat,
it's a movie about a Ouija board, so you're already kind of stretching it as it is.
It's about a witch board.
So, a witch board. Oh, because he did talk about that a lot, how he thought there were too many movies about Ouija boards.
Mm-hmm.
So this one to him was a different one because it's a witch board, which I guess does work in a different way.
Yeah, because I think even that Ouija movie, the newest ones, I think they already have like 4 sequels or something.
Yeah, they made
sequels, prequels. Yeah,
but yeah, it's a good movie. If you see it playing near you, I think it's a good time. It's not gonna reinvent the wheel, but it's a fun time at the movies.
Yeah, it's always fun when they can do that stuff. I like them being able to do that stuff. I need to go to more of those. I know I say it, and then I don't go, but I need to go to more of those. Was it cool meeting him though? Did you ask him some questions and stuff?
So the Q&A was pretty good. I didn't ask him anything there, but after the fact, he does enjoy hanging out with horror fans. He said it at the beginning. He's like, you guys are my people and whatnot. So after the fact, he signed stuff for free. I didn't bring anything. I didn't,
Oh, and they didn't have anything?
Think of it. They gave out popcorn buckets for everybody, but when I got to meet him, I wasn't really thinking about the popcorn buckets, so I just talked to him for a little while about it. Elm Street mostly, and The Blob, because I told him I saw those way too young, and they kind of, made me who I am now. But But I did take a picture with him.
Yeah, that's how I knew you met. Yeah, I mean, I knew you were going to the screening, but then like I saw you posted a picture.
And then we got stuck in the lobby because that was the day that the monsoon storm happened.
Oh.
So we were stuck in the lobby for like a good 20 minutes.
Just because outside it was
Just
too crazy?
because outside it was too crazy. And he was waiting for his Uber too, but I was helping them move stuff out.
Should have offered him a ride home.
Yeah, should have. Here's my script of you.
Yeah, here's my script.
No, but he's a fun guy to talk to. He's very passionate about what he does, and you can tell, it's the way he talks about it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's how it should be. No Friday 13th merch then. You didn't take anything to get signed then? Nothing?
Not for him. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Should have taken some Jason Universe stuff, which, I know.
You want to jump into that now?
Yeah, let's jump into that now so we can end.
We'll go good, bad.
We can end with the good stuff.
Yeah.
So as you all know, Friday the 13th is in a weird limbo that I don't even know what they're really on.
It's confusing as heck.
From what you know, what's your take on it? Like, what can they do?
I don't know. I'm hearing different things. So that's why I think maybe the redesign of the mask happened. So now they're like, this is the mask here. Because now I'm hearing for the show, which A24 is producing, that they're able to have the mask in that. Like, but they're not doing... I think they can't use Friday the 13th, though. That's why that one's Camp Crystal Lake, and then the other one is...
I also read that they can... At least from what I know, they're calling the kid Jason.
Yes.
But they haven't said Jason Voorhees, so I don't know if they can use Voorhees.
Or Friday the 13th in general.
I don't think they can use Friday, because otherwise they would have used that for what we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
But,
so there's two different ends of it. So the one end we're going to talk about right now is they're calling a vignette. To me, it's like a short...
It's a
film
commercial almost.
It's a commercial, but the product placement wasn't as bad as you think it would be.
It wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. She's mostly... It's a commercial for Angry Orchid, which I do like. It's a good beer, if you like.
My guess is, I don't know, somebody had it in with Angry Orchid, and they're like, who reached out to who? I don't know on that, because it just seems kind of a weird mix.
That is a weird one, yeah. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, so they've been hyping this up for a couple months now that this is the big return of Jason and whatever, and right off the bat I wasn't excited because I knew what it was.
Yeah.
But I checked it out anyways, and it's a no from me, dog. Like, I don't...
It's definitely a no from me, dog.
No, you're right. It is definitely a no. You mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, barely. You said it was a step above a fan film, and I think that was being generous.
Pretty much. It's it's here's the thing. It's well shot. Objectively, it's well shot. It looks nice. It doesn't look like a Friday the 13th thing, which is what they're trying to emulate. So as far as being a Friday the 13th short film, it doesn't do it for me. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't sound like it. Whoever the composers were that tried to rip off Henry Manfredini, I don't think they did it.
They definitely didn't. They definitely didn't.
It's weirdly... Well, I'm not going to give it crap for being supernatural because, you know how they get in the sequels, but...
Yeah, and I'm hoping that this doesn't have anything to do with anything they're doing moving forward, though. I think it just kind of let's put this out there, get some feedback, hopefully, because...
I think you're going to be disappointed.
I am going to be disappointed if they go that route because, I'm just going to throw spoilers. I don't care if you haven't seen it. It's a 13-minute film. You should see it. It's free on YouTube, so if you haven't seen it...
Stop this and go watch it.
Yeah, stop this, go watch it. Again, they did team up with Angry Orchid. Orchard or Orchid? Angry Orchid?
I say Orchid, but...
Okay. Anyway, apple cider, yeah. They do a little bit product placement in there, but even when they're holding it and stuff, like they're not really showing it off. Like it's kind of weird. Like it's not blatant. She has it in her hand. She's drinking it. Later, she has it.
And they do sneaky product placement with the guy on the apples and the bucket of apples. He's like, "Oh, these are from my local orchid." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they did a little too much. They did the little bit of the creepy old guy. He
might as well have said that the beer she's drinking is from his apples. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But they've been apparently there for years, and nothing's ever happened to them until now.
Is it even Crystal Lake? Because at the end, when they're driving away, you see the sign, which is the yellow sign, but I think it said something along the lines of like
Angry Orchid
cabins at Crystal Lake. So I guess it is Crystal Lake.
Okay. Yeah. Again, 13 minutes, you're only going to be able to cram so much in. They try to cram, I think, a lot in. The supernatural element is kind of that threw me off, and also the look. Like, I was worried about the look before.
The look of Jason?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's not good.
The guy they have playing it, like, not big enough, I don't think.
Looks like me. He's like a scrawny guy. Like, I don't...
Okay. You're backing on. I wasn't going to say that. Yeah, it looks like Edgar with the oversized mask.
Pretty much.
He looks like a bobblehead. Like, the mask is too big. Like, it doesn't look right. Some of the kills were okay, which I was surprised
the kills were all right. Yeah. That one with the boat propeller, it's pretty gory, and I'll give and I will say that they use practical effects.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is more than you can say for most movies now. So good for them.
And I was surprised being on YouTube that it was that gory.
Yeah.
They had some pre-kills where you didn't see them, but then the ones you did see, were pretty bloody. So straight up Jason killing people. The look was horrible.
Yeah.
I saw some new product they have coming out. It's like a U2s. They're like the kind of Funko Pops. And that the one that they put out, we'll show a picture.
Oh, I saw those today.
I was going to send it to you. Yeah. It looks like how he actually looks, though, in that thing. Like, his head is big.
Giant head.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, so, I just saw this today, and I rolled my eyes.
Yeah, I was going to send it to you, but I was like, we'll talk about it. We'll put it up on the screen, though. Yeah, so again, 13 minutes. I don't know what the plans are because it's muddled. You keep reading different things. You'll read one thing about the game and movies coming soon, and then they put this out.
Coming soon at all.
Yeah,
they would have done the movie and not this if they could make a movie.
They're definitely using it for a lot of other stuff. Like, they're putting the merch out. Like, Spirit Halloween has the mask, and they're putting out some like other stuff with that art with that horrible mask on there. Halloween Horror Nights. That's their big push.
Yeah.
That's one of their big ones this year, which I will be going in October, so we'll get back to that one.
Let us know how the Jason universe is.
I'm looking more for...
That's what gets me mad the most, that it's not Friday the 13th. They keep using this dumb name, Jason Universe. Like, it's not that. Like...
Yeah, I told you like a year ago when I saw that, I joined it because I thought it was like a fan club. I didn't know it was like a legit like business. Horror Inc. owns this Jason Universe thing, and then you find out, okay, that's what kind of happened. Even that's kind of muddled on what happened with the right stuff because it's settled now, but where did these Horror Inc. guys come in? Like, that's the thing I need to look into that because...
The last that I read, it was my boy Shelly from Friday the 13th, because as I said before, he's an entertainment lawyer now.
And he's your
Hollywood.
favorite character.
And he's my favorite character. He's a nice guy from what I can gather, but that character, Jesus Christ.
It was just a joke. I didn't mean to. You never mean to...
But he's an entertainment lawyer now, and on Twitter, I don't think he's as active now, but he used to give updates on that as cases where, as each, I don't know, what's that called when they go and talk? I don't know.
Their
meetings or whatever.
Yeah, their arbitration meeting, their meetings, yeah.
And he would say that the last thing I read from him was that Victor Miller, who's the owner of this original script, could use Jason Voorhees, the name, and the Friday the 13th title, but he couldn't use the hockey mask for whatever reason.
Because he only wrote the first one, yeah.
And that Sean S. Cunningham, who directed the first one, but I guess he didn't really wrote the characters, even though when you watch the sequels, actually, you'll see the credit based on characters by Sean S. Cunningham, so I don't know how that works. But that he could use the hockey mask and the name Jason, but not Jason Voorhees. And he could use Friday the 13th as well, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think he did trademark when he... Because he did that thing where he took out an ad way before the movie was even shooting. Yeah. So I don't know if he trademarked Friday the 13th when he did that. He probably did.
Yeah, it makes sense. The first guy, Miller, like him only writing the first one has nothing to do with like Jason Voorhees in the hockey mask. So I get that part. But it's still just muddled. Like, who are these Horror Inc. guys? They're guys that had money that bought in, but what side did they buy in on? That's the part I'm confused. Like, whose side are they? Who did they buy out, or who did they...
I don't know. I feel like if they could use Friday the 13th, they would have used it. Yeah. So it gives me the impression that they cannot.
Yeah, because you see Horror Inc., but you don't see any of those two guys attached to it, though, like their name on it.
Yeah, you don't, yeah.
It's some, like I said, some rich family in New York, from what I keep seeing. They're kind of the spokespeople now.
Might be a third party at play now, but...
Yeah, but I don't think they could just come in and buy it. They would have had to buy the rights off of one of those guys. But there was enough money to be made. That was just greed in the end. I mean, we can go on all day about it.
I think the future is grim. I don't think we're going to get a movie anytime soon. And if we get a movie, it's going to be Jason Universe and not the one that we know and love.
Yeah, I don't plan on seeing anything soon, so that's why I'm going to go see Cult Classics, even though it's part 6.
It's the fun one still, yeah.
When am I going to see a new movie on screen? So I'm going to go see it.
Never. That's a fun one, though. Victor's doing it in September, right?
Yeah, Cult Classics. I believe it is Saturday the 13th, not Friday the 13th, but Saturday the 13th in September. I bought my ticket today because I was like, I don't know how quick it's going to sell out.
That might sell out. I mean, I know we're lukewarm on it, but I feel like most people do love that one.
I'm lukewarm on it, but I'm like to see it on the screen because I never saw that one on the big screen, so it's kind of one of those things, and then see it with like-minded people.
Any Friday the 13th on the big screen.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm all in, especially since we're probably not going to get anything other than
Jason Goes to Hell, and I will go watch it.
That one I did see on the screen, though, dating myself since you always say I'm old, but I did go see that one in the theater when I was a teenager.
When it came out in 1991, 1993.
I think it was 93. Come on, man, 93.
93.
But that's the only one I saw, like, when it actually came out was that one, like, at the theater. Everything else was on VHS or HBO or something.
Okay. I've seen a couple of them in reruns, but obviously...
And Freddy vs. Jason, I did see that. Yeah. I forgot. I did go to the movie. So 2 of them I've actually seen when they came out. And then the other ones I've seen on screen, like, maybe after the fact. So
cool. Well, that's the dire state of beloved Jason.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts if you saw that one, if you care or not. I did send it to my daughter. She goes, oh, that's kind of cool. But she's never seen any of the movies.
Oh, okay.
So I'm about to disown her. I'm like...
Buy that set and fix that, the Shell Factory set.
Yeah, and I even asked her if she wanted to go to see that one. She goes, I've never seen any of them. I go, well, you can start. Like, and then she didn't respond back. So.
She's like, okay.
So that's fine, though. She's into what she's into. I can't have her like everything I like, but... You know,
and, we can talk about a franchise that's still going, thankfully, because it's one of my favorites. Alien
Earth.
Well, Alien in general still going strong. Yeah, I don't see any issues there. Alien Earth, I saw that one this weekend as well. Great show. So pretty sure I've said it here. I know I've said it to you multiple times, but Alien is my favorite movie. This little guy here is mine. I was gonna wear. Well, I'll say later, but. Wearing my Alien shirt, and I love that movie obviously with all my heart, and the franchise as a whole I do enjoy it too. I don't think even Resurrection, which would be my lowest ranking one, there is fun stuff there for me to to get something out of the movie. The last one that came out, Romulus, I was kind of disappointed with it. I was kind of lukewarm on it. Because it's a well-made movie. Technically, it has great sets, great music. I like the practical stuff that the director used. But it just felt like the first one of these movies that didn't really try to do anything new. And they were just rehashing stuff that's already been done.
Mm-hmm. Fan service, I would say, on that one.
Fan service, but to the extreme, to the point where they're saying lines from other movies. And I'm like,
that's what always it takes me out of it, because it was good up until some of those points too. Yeah. Like I like it, but it's like you didn't need that part.
Yeah, I liked it. Like, it was fun. So when the show was announced, I was originally hyped for it because I was hoping to maybe go back to this franchise doing new things every time, and I feel like it does that very well.
Yeah, and you've watched one of the 2 out, you said.
I watched the first episode. Yeah,
so we won't get like too deep into it. Yeah, I like what they're doing with it. I mean, it's an alien, like it starts off with, there's an alien xenomorph on the ship with some other stuff. They're bringing stuff back, or they're definitely a science like ship or whatever. So it starts off already with that claustrophobic, And
from the beginning, I like that they made that ship look like the ship from Alien.
Oh, yeah, the whole thing.
First one, like the production design is great. Like, it looks like that retro futuristic vibe with like the CRT monitors. The beep boop sounds and the buttons, like, and the levers, like, it's not touchscreen like new future is.
If they hadn't mentioned it was like the name of the ship was different, I probably would have thought they were like kind of including that in then going to go somewhere with it, because it looked like, even the look, their clothing and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the characters were a little bit different, but I was like, are they? Is this? And then because I didn't know anything about it.
That same entire shot where they're eating and it's that round table, that set looks almost like the one from Alien, and they even do like the slow camera pan. Yeah, they did a great job at recreating that.
Yeah, because I stayed away from watching anything on it too, because I like to go into like the newer stuff fresh. And then once I do watch it, I'll go and see what other people are kind of saying about it, just to see, what people's thoughts are. I liked it. Like you said, we'll see where it goes. First 2 episodes I did like. The 3rd one comes out tomorrow, but I know you're going to catch up.
I'm going to catch up tonight, probably.
But like I said, what I'm seeing is people like we were talking off camera, like it's the new thing. If Disney's doing it, like you have to shit on it. Like you're not
hate
allowed to like it.
Yeah.
They can't do anything different because now they're getting away from it. You know what I mean? So it's either different or it's going to be the same. But then if they do it the same, then people are like, oh, they're just doing the same stuff. But then you try to change it up, then it's like, oh, it's woke. You know?
Yeah, Disney's Mickey Mouse. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And the thing with Alien to me, like I said, every movie feels very different to me. I do get the sense that most people just want Aliens over and over, and I get it. Aliens is great. It's a great movie. But if you just keep doing the same thing over and over, then where is the excitement when, you get to a new entry? What I like about this one a lot is I'm a big fan of Prometheus and Alien Covenant. I think Alien Covenant's one of the best ones. And I like that Ridley Scott for those. He got a little philosophical and existential, and it's like, what if God is real and he hates us? And then the Covenant is, what if the androids we made also hates us? I think he was going, his brother died in 2020, in 2012.
Okay.
So I'm sure that had something to do with it, with him getting a little, out there.
But it was a nice change, though.
Oh, yeah, it's great, and it fits that world very well. So when Romulus didn't do anything with it, that's when I was like, man, are we now just going to do rehash? So then when I was watching this episode, I was very happy that it seems to be getting into those themes that they were exploring in Prometheus and Covenant.
Yeah, they do a few new things already, like right off the bat, and then there's enough action in there with the alien and stuff like that to keep it.
And even the action is great, like that. I think it's a practical suit. Some of those shots where it's running around in the hallway, and it at least the close-ups have to be.
I'm pretty sure the close-ups definitely were. Like, I didn't see anything that
when
looked too much
he's jumping around,
CG.
it's CG, but all the close-ups where he's like biting people's face off. But that suit looks great.
Yeah. Pretty good.
It looks like a hunkier, almost like Alien. Like it's very thick.
Yeah. I don't know which. Well, with the time frames we talked about that, we're not gonna get into like all the different time periods when it happened. So who knows if that's a full grown one or what the deal is?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out more. And I think this takes place after Covenant, but before Alien.
Yeah, there's a thing on the time. Yeah, definitely. I think it's before Alien. Yeah, so there's like it's in there. Do what you want with the timeline stuff, pick out stuff and complain, I guess, if you want.
Real quick, too, the main actor, or one of the main actors, Timothy Oliphant, he's great in this.
Yeah.
It's a creepy little android.
Yeah, he's like the androids, how they are usually in the other movies, and then you got the other ones that are
It's a sinister, like, he's kind of like the first Alien, Ash.
Yeah.
Or even Michael Fassbender in Covenant and Prometheus.
Yeah, because that's how there's supposed to be no emotions like this.
The way the timeline, and I'll end there with this, the way the timeline is going, since Ridley Scott said he's not really going to do a sequel to Covenant, I hope they close that in the show. They could work Michael Fassbender in there, I think.
They can work some stuff in there, definitely.
David in there.
Well, it's going to be ongoing. If it goes long enough, they can kind of do whatever they want with it, I would assume.
Yeah, I think he talked about the showrunner said that he wrote the first one as a self-contained thing.
That's how they're going to have to do it, I think, though.
But that he also left it open to an extent to where if it's successful, he can do 2 or 3 more and then lead into Alien directly, which
that sounds good.
I would like to see,
because it is 8 episodes, and I was wondering, I didn't look into it, but I was like, hopefully it's kind of a contained one, so it'll have an ending somewhat to keep you kind of, because you don't want to keep stretching it and then you run into where they're kind of out of ideas, like, you know what I mean? You got to start fresh. Like 8 episodes is probably good to get out this story, and then
or just have like a plan of where you want to end up at, like 4 season in, but also maybe write the first season in a way where if that doesn't happen, you can still leave it as is. I think is probably the best way.
And then is that their plan though? 3 seasons and then lead into a new movie?
He didn't say the specific number of seasons. He just said number of seasons that leads into the first Alien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so not a new movie, but
so check that out. It's on FX, and I know Hulu because that's where I watch it. I don't have
Hulu,
FX.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Every Tuesday it comes out. They release 2 episodes, so by the time this is out, there'll be 3 episodes out. So
I'll have
check
my mind
that
made
out
up by then more clearly.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll revisit.
Okay, and today is also another special day. It is Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day. Not because the movie came out today, but because it's the title card that's in the movie, so the events of the movie take place August 18th.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nice.
It was on this hot day that those teenagers they didn't really get massacred, but they got killed.
They got massacred, I would say. On a hot day just like one today.
Yeah, I've seen the behind the scenes of those of how they shot it, and it looks miserable. In that, I mean, it was a low budget movie, and they were shooting without permits. They were just shooting whatever they could. And I think the hitchhiker actor is the one that's talked about, said that it was pretty awful. Like, it was one of the worst experiences of his life. And he was also in Vietnam, so that tells you something.
Definitely captured it on film. That film's grimy looking, and it looks hot.
16 millimeter. I think it looks really good because they shot it on 16 millimeter and then they blew it up to 35, so it makes it a little more
grainy.
I think it's one of the best movies ever made, just straight up. Not just horror movies, but just movies in general. What this guy, it's like one of those lightning in a bottle kind of things. Like,
yeah,
if he would have had more money, it wouldn't have come out this way. If it would have had less money, maybe it wouldn't have gotten made at all.
Yeah, it would have been.
So it was just a perfect combination of things.
Yeah, box office wise, I mean, of course, it was way back then. I mean, it did pretty well, I'm assuming.
It's weird because I think it had a limited release and it did pretty all right. And it wasn't like most movies back then where they just released it and left it in theaters. I think they kept adding it and on. I think one of the official releases, like big releases, wasn't until like 81 or late 70s.
Well, they did that back in the day. I know they would, like, because that was before kind of VHS and all that, like they would re-release movies a lot because that's how they made their money. There was no other secondary.
Oh, so they would just replay it?
Yeah, like, or they would play them longer, like Jaws played forever, however long. But I know other movies, that's why they're kind of in the top. I think they might have did it with like Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind. They definitely did it with because it's one of the top movies if you adjust it for inflation.
Yeah, it's number
because
one.
They released it like different times. They would just put it out. So
that's number one. I think Avatar's right behind it.
Oh, okay.
Or Titanic or something. But yeah, that's what happened with this. Pretty much, they released it in the early 80s and it got a little more track there.
Cool. Toby Hooper's best movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miles and Miles, I would say. I mean, I like his other stuff too, but this is, like I said, this is one of the best movies ever made. I think this he really got something special here with this movie.
For what it is, for sure. The first one, it's definitely a horror staple. Later on, it starts getting a little. It's not one of those franchises that I like where I'm like, oh, I enjoy these a lot. 2 is quirky, and then after that, it kind of just, I'm not into it as much.
That's what I was going to ask you, how you feel about the franchise in general, because I don't love the whole thing. Like, but I do think the highs are high and the lows are low.
I think they have more lows than highs to me anyway. Yeah. I know people love the character in the I assume they love the franchise if you love the character, but
like I'm a big fan of the second one.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I love that he didn't just redo this again. He could have just done it again, and he didn't. He went the complete opposite.
More campy.
Horror comedy, campy. Dennis Hopper is, I'm sure, on 20 pounds of cocaine in that movie. Dueling chainsaws.
Yeah, not many kills in that movie.
Not many kills, but it's gorier than this.
Oh yeah. It's definitely toned down a little bit. Like as far as the number of kills, it does go a little more quirky. So 1 and 2 definitely like. 3 I don't even remember, honestly. I know I've seen it. I couldn't tell you much about it.
I've seen it.
And then what is it? The New Generation is.
I love that one. The New Generation.
It's just hamming it up.
It's underrated.
Yeah.
That one, if you can get the Shell Factory Blu-ray, it does come with the director's cut.
Okay.
Which is longer and does have a couple more like out there scenes that they inserted from a VHS, or every now and then it cuts to like horrible picture quality.
Oh, okay.
Part of the charm, in my opinion.
For certain things, they just didn't have the transfer for it.
Matthew McConaughey is on one.
Yeah.
Doing
That's
noises.
what I'm saying. He's hamming it up.
Oh, he really is. It's entertaining. That's mainly why I love that movie. And spoilers, I guess, for that one. The whole thing with the Illuminati and the CIA or whoever it is.
Yeah. Definitely a lot going on in there.
Did you see that one when it came out? Or no?
No, because it did, but I don't think it was like a big release. And then I know later what happened when it came out, like on VHS, they pushed it real heavy with like Renee Zellweger, because that's when she had just whatever role she did after that, like blew up. So then of course they used her name. Matthew McConaughey not so much yet. Like he was around, but he didn't blow up yet.
Yeah.
But I remember like she didn't really want to be
associated
but they'd use their name, of course, because that was the big selling point.
Well, yeah,
you know?
if I had a cheap movie made
Yeah.
and certainly my actress is
Yeah.
this big star, I'd be like, hey.
Kind of like Jennifer Aniston with Leprechaun, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, with that one, she has reason to hide it.
I know. No, I'm just saying, but they use the name. I'm not saying that the actor. No, so that one, I mean, I'm sure it came out, but I didn't watch it till like I saw it on VHS, and I thought it
And I
was
like
a
that
while
one a
ago.
lot. I think it's underrated. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I think it does have merit. And it's directed by Kim Henkel, who wrote the original one.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sure he thought he was doing something.
Yeah, I think they were trying to change it up then, but there was just a lot of story in there, a lot of different angles of, like you said, the Illuminati
Yeah,
and
that's-
FBI,
yeah,
and then no follow up after that though, because they didn't write the next movie. I'm assuming was the next one was
the next one was the remake.
the remake, and then they did.
I'm indifferent towards the remake. I don't think it's all that. I think it's a little stale. And I don't like how it looks. They went from a grimy... I mean, I appreciate them trying to do something new, but they went from like a grimy nightmare to sort of like a gothic look.
It was all those horror films around that time. That's how they were all filmed. Like you can kind of lump it in with the the soundtrack, and then kind of just how it was filmed was not a shot for shot, but I mean it was definitely like kind of the same story, but then filmed in that early 2000s. I don't know what you call it. It's clean. It looks too clean.
Yeah, I mean it's... And the thing is that it's the same cinematographer from the first one.
But they weren't going to be using
Daniel
the 8mm back then or whatever.
And
35
it looks good. It just doesn't fit the... Yeah, they weren't going to be shooting. I think they actually had money for the remake. It's fine, I think.
That's right. So after Generation, it was a remake, and then they started going back and doing...
Well, then they did the prequel to the remake.
Was that the beginning?
Which I love, yeah. It's the beginning.
Because there's two different prequels, right?
This one's a prequel to the remake.
Yeah, okay.
And I love it. That's probably my third favorite one.
The look in there, I like the look a lot.
It's grimier.
Yeah.
They switched it up. They made it look grimier, which I like. It's insanely violent. I think it's the most violent out of all of them. Like the gore is unreal on that one. It's kind of funny. Arlie Army as the sheriff has a lot of funny lines in it.
Shit, I just killed the whole fucking sheriff's department.
He's always hamming it up too, but in a scary way. He's not hamming it up like Matthew McConaughey. I think he has a good grasp on like how to be scary would also be kind of like funny.
Yeah.
That one has a 4K coming out from Arrow this month.
And you're going to be all over it?
Yeah, because they're having so there's no Blu-ray.
Okay.
There's no American Blu-ray of that one, of the uncut version. There's a Blu-ray of the rated R, not of the uncut. So this is the first time really that you can watch the uncut version.
Did they have it on? They didn't do it on DVD though. Did they have it on DVD uncut? Do you know?
They did, and I bought one once, and I don't know if it was an error with the disc or with the way they encoded it, but I couldn't watch it. It's like this disc is not.
That's not good.
Playable.
Okay, so you're looking forward to the 4K.
Yep.
Awesome. And so they did that one, and then
they did Texas Chainsaw
3D, which was
a sequel to the original one.
Okay. See, that's where the timelines I know on those get a little bit.
That's the worst one, I think. It's the one where the girl is like, do your thing, cuz.
That's right. Do your thing, cuz.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you watch that in 3D though? Did you?
I didn't see it in theaters.
Okay.
I think I was too young.
Yeah, I don't remember that one being like a big deal when it came out either. So I'm sure it had a short run if it even did.
And then I'm watching it on disc, and I'm like, is this really what we're doing with this franchise?
Sometimes they get it on the cheap, and they run it out cheap, and they think they're going to get a quick cash grab and don't do it justice.
And there's that. Well, that actress was hot at the time. She was just off of Baywatch, I think is what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Baywatch and a couple other things. I'm sure she was kind of. It seemed like they were trying to make her a name.
Oh yeah,
and maybe it happened. I don't know.
It did not.
But that's also the same movie where it's supposed to be the baby. So they have a flashback to the original one, which is in 1973.
Yeah, 74, 73, 74. Yeah,
the baby in there is supposed to be her. But then the movie takes place in like 2013, whenever it came out in. And
so she would have been like 40?
Like, yeah, but she's like a 21-year-old. Because from what I read, originally the script was supposed to take place in the 90s.
Okay.
Which still doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No.
But then the producers were like, no, just set it now. and they never changed anything else. So they still had the flashback with her as a baby in 73, but then the movie takes place in 2013. So
Is that when the film was made? So they didn't really want to change too much? I'm
pretty
assuming?
much. I don't think they wanted to spend money to make it look like the 90s.
Okay. And then after that was
the prequel that you're...
Is it called The Beginning? Or was
it's called Leatherface.
Leatherface, that's right. My fault. See, I get them mixed up.
Well, because part 3 is also called Leatherface.
Yeah, okay.
Part
3 it says Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 though, right?
Yeah, that's the subtitle. Leatherface is a prequel to the original one. And I think it keeps Texas Chainsaw 3D in continuity because that is a sequel to the original one.
So it's a sequel to that one then, technically.
If you want to follow that timeline, it's Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw the first one, and then Texas Chainsaw 3D. So that's one possible...
Okay. That's one way to watch it.
Yeah. Not the best one, I would say, but it's one.
Okay. That one I can't remember. They do anything like new in that one? That's anything exciting?
Oh, man, I wanted to like it a lot because it's shot almost in like a Badlands, Terrence Malick kind of way, like a coming of age on the road, runaway teens, which I appreciate because it's supposed to be Leatherface as a kid and they escape from like a asylum.
Okay, so he's just crazy right off the bat then.
Well, that's the thing. They give you this. There's this guy. Spoilers. There's this guy that the whole time you think it's Leatherface because he's like this huge,
the one that's,
bulking guy, and he's kind of slow a little bit, kind of innocent, which is what he is in the first one. He's kind of like a child almost. So the whole time you're like, oh, that's him. And then his brother is this like handsome like guy that shouldn't really be there, but he is. So the whole time you think the big guy is going to be Leatherface and he gets shot in the head and you're like, what? And then the handsome guy gets like a paper cut on his face. And then I guess that's what makes him crazy and turn into Leatherface. And I'm like, okay.
All right.
So that's where that movie ruined it for me. I thought the rest of it is pretty good.
Dr. Doom.
Borderline.
The dude was vain, so he got a scratch. So he...
Yeah, the little paper cut. I'm sure it's more than a paper cut, but...
See, that one I don't think I've seen. So, we couldn't even do, like, a review on all of them yet, because I'd have to go do my homework on it.
You should do, yeah. There's not that many, really.
Yeah, there's enough, but yeah. And then after that was the Netflix, right?
The Netflix one.
Okay.
Which is fine, I guess. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. Had good bits. Do you like it?
Did it, though?
That scene at the bus.
I wanted to like it. The buzz, that was it, though. Other than that, I mean, the claustrophobic part, yeah, that was fine. Everything else,
it was a little ham-fisted, I think. Like I like that they had something to say with the young Gen Z kids coming in.
Yeah, because it'd be like, something dumb that they would do,
kicking the older people out of their houses. No, and it is, and they're painting them as these like oh, we're actually good people, but they're also kicking all these old people out of their houses. So it's kind of like, okay,
yeah.
It just wasn't executed well, I think. It doesn't fit what these movies are.
Yeah. Do you know if there's anything coming down the pipeline that they're doing anything with it? Any shows or anything? I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, there was a huge bidding war between Jordan Peele and Monkey Paw, like his production company. He was trying to get his hands on the rights. Neon and the director of Long Legs and the Monkey, they were trying to get their hands on the rights.
So it's up for sale or something right now?
And A24 was trying to get their hands on it too with, I think, Glenn Powell, the guy from Twisters.
Yeah, okay.
So the three of them were... I don't think... It's not for sale. Like, I don't think they're buying the rights, but they were...
it's just a company, whoever has
to
it.
Make one movie, because I guess all of them had ideas. I think the last I heard, sounds like A24 might have gotten it, but I got to double check.
Yeah, because who had it right? Like, who had it for the Netflix one? Do you know?
Netflix might have rented them out too. I think the owners are the ones that did the remix last, which was New Line Cinema.
New Line, yeah, and New Line, like they've gone away, right? Like they're kind of got absorbed by somebody.
I think they're just leasing stuff out.
Yeah, not to get like off track, but I saw something recently, and I think they kind of are around, but they're not. They kind of just distribute through like somebody else.
They
now.
are under Warner Brothers.
Okay, and the Warner Brothers about to get bought out.
So yeah.
Yeah,
all these movies that we like are just in limbo with rights and distribution and whatnot.
So Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day, is that what they call it, or they just call it?
I don't think you can call it anything shorter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, TCM Day.
TCM Day,
Of the-
August 18th.
Not Turner Classic movies,
Yeah.
but Texas Chainsaw
Turner
Massacre
Classic
Day.
Movies, yes.
Yeah, August 18th.
Yeah, so that's why we talked about that. A lot of good stuff in there. First one's definitely a classic. Make your own opinion on the other ones, I guess.
Yeah, they were watching and then
They're probably
figuring
all
out-
over the place for streaming since different rights and stuff like that.
Some
so.
of them aren't even streaming at all.
Just get it on physical media. Blu-ray's coming out for some of them, and some of them are
Even
already
those
out.
are all different companies. The
Yeah.
first one is Dark Sky. Second one, Vinegar Syndrome did. The third one is Warner Archive.
Mhm.
The fourth one is Shout Factory. Now the remakes are Arrow.
Yeah, so you
So-
get them a piece at a time. You won't be
Yeah.
able to buy a box set, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but,
you'll never buy that. Or maybe Halloween is the same way, and they made a box set.
They made it work. Yeah, if somebody pays the right amount of money, I guess, to whoever ends up getting the rights.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Which
Yeah.
one's your favorite, and what would you hope A24 does with the name?
Yep. All right, since it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day, we're going to jump into
Mouthful.
an unboxing of NECA. This one's been out for a little while, not too long. It is the 50th anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's a remake of one of their first figures.
Yeah, it's a remake. So did they add stuff to? I'll let you, because I know you have the original one. I don't have it. Did they add anything?
They made them larger, so the original
Okay.
one was way smaller than this.
Okay.
I think for this one, they're using the body for the Pretty Woman one.
Oh, okay. With the suit then.
Yeah, with the suit.
Did I not get his neck? I tried to pre-cut this one, so we'll see.
No, it's just his head's too.
His head's really, it's bulbous. He looks like
Oh, and there is two
ah.
technical difficulties.
Yeah, figure definitely looks good. I like it. I don't know. That's why I was asking you. I don't know if they did any more detail, but they used a bigger body. You're saying they used the
A
Pretty
bigger
Woman.
body, and the paint looks a lot better. I mean, the first one was one of the first. It was when I first started collecting.
Were
back
they?
in, like
Yeah.
2015.
Were they using like the diaper body that they were using for everybody?
Yeah,
Okay.
Although this one also.
Well, he has a diaper too, but he's not as bad. Like he's got some junk in the trunk on that one.
So this is the scene. So this is the scene where he kills Pam at first.
Okay.
Gets a little yellow apron, puts her up
Puts
on
on
the
the
hook.
hook.
I think
Yeah.
that's why that's in the cover. Yeah.
He has a friendship bracelet on. That's pretty dope.
And the head sculpts here are a lot nicer too.
Okay, so they redid them. I assume they resized them too to fit the body, right?
They resized them. It looks like the same sculpt, but the paint application,
Okay.
whatever factory they're using, it's a lot better. You know,
Yeah,
this
because
is-
even in the hair, I'm looking now in the light, like there's a little bit of like kind of wash on the hair.
if you have the original one at home and you happen to get this, you'll be able to tell that it's a huge improvement.
Okay. So it's
Yeah,
not
looks
just
kinda creepy.
it's not just what they usually do when they just repaint something and put it back out.
No, for this one, that they did go all out and
Good job, NECA.
chainsaw, of course, with a little blood splatter.
Oh yeah, definitely cool. I'll let you pose them and mess with them because you're
Yeah. No, but this, I mean, he's pretty limited. I mean, most NECA, like he has elbows, knees.
well, he comes with a separate, looks like apron too, so you can put a blue one on him.
Yeah, because he puts that on too at some point, but I can't remember exactly when.
And then he has his little ball peen hammer that he whacks dude in the head
the
with,
hammer,
the
and,
hook, the cleaver, and then these little knives and a fork. No, what is that? That's like pulling teeth out with it.
that wasn't part of the original release.
I don't know, something. See that? We'll get a picture of it.
It does.
He's got extra hands to hold his extra stuff.
Even the forearms, I remember the original one, they were super skinny.
Okay.
And for this one, so at least the arms looks like a new sculpt to me.
It might be. I mean, I'd have to look at the old one, but definitely now that you say it, because they were using that same
Yeah.
body a lot of times back then, because that's just what they were doing. Like,
No, but this is a lot nicer. Like if you like this one and not the one where he's wearing the suit, which is the one I like, that's the one I have. This is definitely the one to get. Because who else does these figures? Really, nobody.
well, one I was gonna pull, but I was like, it's not as fun. I mean, they're fun for what they are. The Trick or Treat Studios is doing their like 5-inch, but it's like the 5-point articulated.
Oh, you're talking about their like reaction style ones?
They're a little bit bigger than Reaction, but they're a little thicker. But yeah, they're better looking sculpt. But yeah, this is definitely like the one you want to get. Like, I don't think anyone's doing that kind of articulated figure for Leatherface right now.
Yeah, I don't think so. And a detail. Let's do the dab there real quick.
Because even Trick or Treat Studios does the 1/6 scale ones that are bigger. I mean, they're articulated, but as far as this scale, no one's really doing articulated ones.
Hiya Toys does, but there's the smaller ones.
Theirs is the 1/18 scale, yeah.
And I think they're the only ones that have done the remake one.
Yeah, they did the remake,
That one
1/18
would
scale.
be really cool. NECA.
Yeah, it could be a rights thing too. I mean, I know they have the rights for this one, but maybe they don't have rights because nobody's done a new generation one, like or next generation. It's new generation,
it's
right?
The next generation.
Is it next generation? When I say
Although-
next generation, it sounds like reminds me of Star Trek. So that's why I caught myself. So it's next generation.
Oop, there he goes.
Yeah.
But actually, the original title, if you watch the Shell Factory Blu-ray and you watch the director's cut, it has the original title, which is The Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
a better title, in my
That is a
opinion.
better title because next generation, like I said, that's like some Star Trek. The next generation, it reminds me of. That's why I was like the new generation, but it's the next generation. But they didn't make figures for that.
I don't think they're ever gonna.
The remake ones they did at one point, but that was
NECA did it,
Mezco
but
and
then they were pre-post.
yeah,
ones that NECA did,
pre-post
yeah.
action figures. Yeah.
Yeah, pre-post.
But so you like this one?
I do. I like it. Like I said, it's not. I'm the kind of guy that just likes to have one version
Yeah.
of each one. Like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
need two. But if you need two, and you have the one in the suit, then this one's worth getting too. You know,
Yeah, 50th anniversary NECA. NECA is doing some good stuff right now. I think they're probably at their like peak right now. So
Especially if you have a what was I gonna say? I don't even know what I was gonna say. If you have what?
if you have,
Especially if you have other NECA figures,
Okay, there
then you
you
know
go.
what you're getting into. Yeah.
I was trying to see where I was trying to think.
Yeah,
where
I
he was
mean, I
going.
didn't even know where I was.
Yeah, definitely it scales with most of the other NECA
Yeah.
figures. So there you go on that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a solid. I don't know. 8.
They do look good on their shelf for what they are. I know people are like, "Oh, NECA puts, they overproduce stuff." But if pretty much all the Friday 13th figures I have are like 80% of them are the NECA stuff because
Oh, yeah.
they put them out. So
You might need a stand for this guy, but
yeah, you have
He's
to buy a
good.
NECA stand separate or lean them up against something.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you got that dude standing, but I think it's because you got his tail.
I got the tail leaning in there.
So you
I
can
had
have-
this guy for a while.
Leatherface versus Big Chap. Is that Big Chap?
Yeah, it's a big chap. You can make that happen in Mortal Kombat. I think it was Mortal Kombat X.
Oh, okay.
One of them has DLC where you can make the alien and Predator fight Leatherface and Jason because Jason's in there too.
Damn it, I'm in. I'm gonna have to go get a new system.
There you go.
All right, yeah, we won't get too far off track. So that's the unboxing. Check out those movies we recommended. Shows, well, actually, we didn't do movies. We did shows this time, except
Shows.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. But I mean, the shows we did: Alien Earth,
Check out Alien Earth.
Sweet Revenge. If you want to check, if you want to see
Yeah.
something that's
Let us
Jason
know
related. If
what
not,
you
just
think about that one.
just go back and watch the movies.
And Witchboard, limited
yeah.
release, so it might not even be in theaters anymore. But if it is, definitely check that out. Fun little movie.
Or coming to streaming soon,
And let us
possibly.
know out of the Texas ones, which one do you like better? Which ones, what's your ranking, if you may? And if you're excited to see whatever it is A24 is gonna do with it. So who
Yeah.
knows?
Who knows? All right, till next episode.